We talked about Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos recently. We talked about how his net worth literally rose $12 billion in simply one day. Now, today, his net worth is $131 billion. And as I explained, he's basically creating his own league of rich people because the distance between him and the next 2 and 3, I think, which are Buffett and Bill Gates, is by at least 20 billion, if not more. And so I guess he did an interview with a guy named Axel Springer, who's a CEO, I guess, of Matthias Dopfner. I don't know what the fuck that is. But it was published by Business Insider. And there was a quote that he stated that I want to focus on here and I want to talk about. So here's what he said. He said, quote, "The only way that I can see to deploy this much financial resource is by converting my Amazon winnings into space travel. That is basically it." So we've talked about how he has workers, many workers on food stamps. Other workers have to urinate in bottles to be able to make their delivery shifts because they're delivering stuff. So they have to urinate in bottles because their schedule is just so damn packed and so damn tight. And there are also other stories of their workers being on food stamps as well. And also they have a deal with the CIA now, and they're also they just patented this thing that would basically be like something you put on the hand of a worker, and if they're going in the wrong direction, it vibrates. Basically, like, has them go in a different direction, which is fucking crazy, right? That's fucking crazy. But basically, what I wanted to kind of emphasize here is that this dude has way too much fucking money, and there's no reason for someone's net worth to be over 100 billion at all. And I think that we seriously need to have a real conversation as to when the mark should be where the marginal tax rate kicks in at damn near 100%. As you guys know, under Dwight D. Eisenhower's presidency, the highest marginal tax rate was at 91%. So I believe it was something like people making, I can't remember what the exact number was, but I want to say like 400,000 at that time, which would be converted to like 1.3 million of today's money, if I'm correct. And there would be 91% of that would be taxed after that amount made. So I think we seriously need to talk about a marginal tax rate that's reasonable, because one person having that much money is not only bad, but it's also unhealthy for society, because especially because Amazon's moving towards going into the ranks of being a monopoly now. So it's something that is something we need to talk about. It's really something we need to talk about. We need to increase taxes because, again, there was Bernie Sanders sent out this tweet saying, do you know how much money Amazon paid in federal taxes? Zero. They paid $0 fucking in federal taxes. And there were Hill bots who were coming at him. He's like, it's convenient that you're defending the business that Trump is or that you're going after the business that Trump is going after, which just shows you that it's just such fake liberalism that they're not really giving a fuck about the workers, but they're just kind of playing a side and just being complete nimrods and idiots and morons and dumbasses. And so this whole thing is ridiculous, and it's something we need to talk about, because Jeff Bezos having a $131 billion net worth is something we need to talk about and figure out how to make it so that someone doesn't have that much money. It's not good or healthy for society for one person to have that much fucking money.